n'est pas les tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il est dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et ça fait quelque chose. Il est d'entrée de mon cœur, où n'est pas débonné, que je connais la cause. C'est oui pour moi, puis oui dans la vie. Il m'a dit là, j'irai pour la vie. Et dès que je l'aperçois, alors déjà de moi, mon cœur qui bat.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the A Place Called Home Band and Dance Company.
Pues samba está animado, el que quiero es samba. Este samba que me hizo de maracatu. Es samba de pecho feo, samba de pecho tú. Más que nada, un samba como esta legal. Y se no va a querer, y juega en un final. Pues el samba está animado, el que quiero es samba. Este samba que me hizo de maracatu. Es samba de pecho feo, samba de pecho tú. Más que nada, samba como esta legal. Ese no va a querer y juegue samba.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our MC for the evening. He's a successful anchorman, sportscaster, entrepreneur, and you see him every day as the co-host of Entertainment Tonight, Mr. Kevin Frazier.
Thank you, band. And can we get another round of applause for A Place Called Home Band and the Dance Company? Come on now. They are amazing. You know, it is great to be here with you tonight, ladies and gentlemen, in support of a trusted agency that really has transformed the lives of thousands of people for the better. A Place Called Home is in its 24th year of service in South Central Los Angeles, 24 years. And you know, even though it's just a few miles away, it really is a world away. Poverty runs deep there. More kids go hungry than since the Great Depression. And it's a hot zone for gang violence that puts young people at risk every single day of their lives. but it is also a neighborhood that's making great strides. And when these kids cross the threshold at a place called home, everything changes. With its focus on personal development, economic opportunity, and community commitment, all things become truly possible. We just saw that on this stage, and we hear it through that band. And you know what else? There is a dedicated group of hardworking leaders who provide time and treasure and leadership on the board of directors to make sure a place called home will thrive for many years to come. It's 24, but it's just begun. Please welcome a behind-the-scenes Hollywood legend who has headed up marketing for Warner Brothers and DreamWorks and worked with all the great ones out there. She is very committed chairwoman of the APCH Board of Directors, Miss Dawn Taubman.
Good evening. Welcome to the annual celebration of the young people and families of a place called home. It is so gratifying to look out there and to see so many longtime friends and so many new faces as well. This gathering and your presence here are a tribute to the respect and admiration for tonight's honorees, Julie Pilat and Laura Wasser. These two fabulous ladies, who clearly have a lot of fans in the audience, are going to be up on stage a little bit later this evening, but I just want to say to both of you, bravo and thank you. You are an example to all of us in this room that with great success comes great responsibility, and your involvement and investment in a place called home is a meaningful manifestation of that. I would also like to acknowledge my co-chairs for tonight's event, Barbara Glazer and Bob Israel. Both of whom sit with me on the board of directors of a place called home. Can we turn the house lights up for a second, and will you guys stand up for a minute so we can acknowledge you? I would also like to invite the present and past board members to, wait, let's leave the lights up for 1 second. And can all my fellow board members, past and present, please stand as well. It is an honor and a pleasure to partner with you in service to this organization that we all love and believe in. I speak for our entire board when I say that all of us gravitated to a place called home because of the direct and immediate impact of its work to level the playing field for kids growing up in a really tough neighborhood. Because we believe in it, we are determined to grow this organization, to serve more youth and families, and to make not just Los Angeles, but the world a better place. I'm very excited to announce that just this week, we opened a brand new teen center and performing arts center that we call The Bridge. It is a really great and much needed facility, and your presence here makes you a partner in our work. And I invite all of you and I encourage you to please come down and see this great new facility. We are always looking for passionate leaders to join our board, so please feel free to find me or any of those other board members that stood up if you're interested in joining us. We have a lot of fun, by the way. Let's take a look at the screens right now. I'd like you to see what you are supporting and why I love this organization so much. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.
My kids have seen what I've never wanted them to see.
Mucha violencia, mucho pandillas, alcohol.
Got needles in the alleys and drugs over here and prostitutes here.
My mother raised 5 kids by herself. I never knew my father.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
It was on my 13th birthday when my brother was actually shot.
It's not warm when she's away.
And my house was raided by the police department at about 3, 4 in the morning. It was a wake-up call.
This house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away.
When my brother was arrested, social services referred me to a place called home. I was like a candle, flickering its last light.
Brother, look beyond your golden leaves.
When a young person walks into a place called home, whatever their background, whatever choices they may have made that may have had negative consequences, here we start with a clean slate.
Like stars above us, we are all on fire.
We give them a space to think, we give them a space to create, we give them a space to challenge their own thoughts, and at the very least, tools to navigate the world.
It's really about them getting to understand themselves. It's about exploration.
I received counseling and mentoring. I started to express myself through writing songs and playing guitar. I learned that I mattered.
Like stars above us, we are all on fire.
Here, I feel that they open up. They feel a sense of family.
We serve about 250 to 350 fresh meals every day, all made from scratch. Some of it even comes from our own gardens.
We're really focused on seed to table, and the garden is a way to connect kids to nature, to the story of food.
We take nutrition very seriously at a place called home.
Like stars above us, we are all on fire. Like stars above us, we are all on fire.
My work has been about empowering individuals to make a life for themselves, to make a decision that they don't have to live the choices of their parents or the generations before them.
We try to let them know that they can use their own voice to make a difference or even help themselves.
If you tell a child you can be something, it's like lighting a flame in their heart. And the more that you pour onto it, the more opportunity, the more encouragement you give, that flame grows.
APCH planted a seed in my heart, a desire to help children in my community. And over the years, that desire just kept growing and growing. Well, I'm home now.
You got it.
Had I not been involved in a place called home, I can't really say where I would be, honestly.
Brother, you may find within your head.
Every day, the kids come and ask me, Miss, where's my class? Where am I supposed to be? And I guide them on their way.
And sleep won't come because you never close your eyes. Like stars above us, we are all on fire. Like stars above us, we are all on fire. Like stars above us, we are all on fire. Like stars above us, we are all on fire.
These kids are going to change the world.
Please welcome a man who has devoted the past 3 decades to empowerment and equity for youth and families in the toughest neighborhoods in Los Angeles. The executive director of a place called home, Jonathan Zeichner.
Thank you. Well, before I speak, I want to say something, which is that we have some youth ambassadors out there who welcome most of you here this evening. I want to thank you for being here tonight, young folks, and representing for a place called home.
We're proud of you. And thanks to all of you for coming out to be with us at this time of year, very busy. We're heading into the holiday madness next week. So tonight, I invite you to relax, enjoy, and imagine this is a really big family dinner gathering, but with none of the passive-aggressive behavior. And since the election is over, let's not get into one of those Thanksgiving table political discussions. You know what I'm talking about. But I will say that tonight is an opportunity to celebrate hope over dread. Tonight, we are here to invest in young people of all origins who represent the possibility of a future with fewer isms, less hate and violence, and more love and kindness. Now, it's a sobering fact that in the United States today, the zip code into which you are born is the primary determinant of how your life will unfold. Your health, your education, your chances of being a victim of violence, even your life expectancy. They can all be traced back to the zip code in which you lived when you were born. And being born and growing up in the 90011 zip code, where APCH sits, is like running an obstacle course of poverty and violence and danger. There's slim odds of having a healthy, successful life and overcoming all the adversity in 90011. It requires courage and resilience and support to level the field. No matter what zip code we hail from or who we voted for last week, it's abundantly clear that our fates as human beings are woven together, and that when the most vulnerable among us achieve equity, we are all lifted up. And that's why a place called home exists. Thank you. And that's why we say changing the world starts at home. And that's why we are grateful that you're here to support the work tonight. Each day, a place called home provides hundreds of young people 8 to 21 years old with the programs that you just saw in that video and more. And each year, more than 100 students get back on track in our high school recovery program. We provide classes for parents. We host more than 1,000 volunteers, and we distribute more than $1 million worth of food, beds, clothing, and household necessities. And this fall, we sent 84 students to college. And this month, we're launching a new vocation and career pathway program so that young people can get training and find purposeful work that will break generational cycles of poverty. And all of our services are given free of charge. What we expect from our members is regular attendance, diligent participation, and a focused investment in themselves, in each other, and in improving the neighborhood. Now, Dawn mentioned earlier that we opened the bridge this week. This is our new facility, 10 years, 12 years in the making. And this brand new, thank you. This brand new Teen and Performing Arts Center will allow us to add up to 100 youth to our roster over the coming year and 100 more the following year. And with your help, we intend you to keep growing, to make even more of a dent in that waiting list, and to prepare thousands more young people from South Central to live good lives and bring their gifts to the rest of the world. Well, thank you, Julie and Laura, for your generosity. Thank you. Accepting an honor from a nonprofit is actually one of the most selfless things that a person can do. This room is full of people who are here to love and celebrate you and to give APCH some of their hard-earned cash because they believe in you and they're inspired by you. So much respect. And I'd also like to acknowledge a few other folks who make APCH what it is. Can we bring the house lights up again, please? First, the extraordinary staff at a place called home, of which just a few are here because everyone else is working behind the scenes. Please stand. It's an honor to work with you every day. Yeah, there they are. Love you guys. I want to acknowledge that Councilman Curran Price and County Supervisor Mark Ridley Thomas were here earlier this evening, and I appreciate their support. And please acknowledge our good friends who 14 years ago partnered with a place called Home to start a scholarship program that has sent 335 South Central scholars to college. They're like the favorite aunt and uncle to hundreds of APCH kids, and we love them. Linda and David Shaheen. Linda and David. Where are you guys? Thank you. Let's now give our love and respect to a great agent of change, a beacon of light and love, the founder of a place called Home, Debrah Constance, my hero. Hey, Debrah. And look, I know we're running a little late tonight, but I hope you'll stay all the way. We have a big surprise for you, hopefully, at the end, and lots of more surprises along the way. Please welcome back our host for the evening, another generous friend who's with us for the second year, our Master of Ceremonies. He gets it, Mr. Kevin Frazier.
And once again, for Jonathan, great leadership. Everything that happens, it takes great leadership. It's been a rough week. It's been a heck of a week in our country, a crazy week. But you know what? It is time for everybody to come together. And that's why this night is so important, because we're supporting a cause that is making real change in this world. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce our special musical guest for the evening. Now, our next performer has sold close to 20 million records in the US and Canada alone, while racking up a half dozen #1 hit singles. He is also, without a doubt, the best tennis player in all of Hollywood. Performing a special acoustic set this evening, please welcome the multi-platinum frontman of the group Bush, Gavin Rossdale, and also Chris Traynor.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello again. You having a good time? I'm having a great time. This is really a fun evening, and we're so happy to have you out here. So, this has been an evening of surprises. Yeah, we're going on a little ride. And we're going to go a little later. We're going to stay up till grown-up time tonight, but you must stay. You will not regret it. But I have something very special for you now. I'm going to wait for a second. We understand at a place called Home that the human spirit is just as important as the body and the mind. And the arts at a place called Home are nourishment for the human spirit. So we're very serious about our arts programs: music, dance, fine art, digital media, theater. And you've seen some of our work already this evening. I'm about to ask you for your kind attention to our dance company and our band. And by the way, I'd like to introduce Sharon Harris, the conductor of our music programs. And our dance company is led by Ms. Jewel Delegal, who is our brand new Associate Director of Arts Programs at a place called Home and longtime dance coordinator. And these young people have been rehearsing this particular number for several weeks just for you. So I hope you enjoy Feeling Good.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me, yeah. Oh, it's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me.